Hello, Namaste, Mamad Abdulal. Today is the second session for Motivational Monday, and today I'm going to talk about stages of life in Canada for immigrants. So this video is for someone who came to Canada from other country. So you guys ready? Okay, let's rock and roll. So the first stage, or we can say the phase one, there are different ways people comes in this beautiful country. The number one, or the most of the people comes here as a student, and when someone comes here as a student, the first thing they do is they need to go and they need to do the study. Once they finish the study, what is the second thing? Then they're gonna go and get a work. Then they get or they apply for the permanent resident. Then their life begin the different phase from that stage once they achieved the permanent resident. The second thing is someone come or came here as a work permit. When they came here as a work permit, then they straightly go to the work. Once they work couple of years, then they can apply for the permanent resident, and their second stage of the life begins. The third one is landed immigrant. If someone came here as a straight PR, then they straightly get a PR. So once people cross all of these stages, then what happens is people need to find the first job to get the basic needs such as rents, the paying the utilities, paying for grocery. So what the people do is they find a job. What type of job? Normally at initial time, some people go for career upgrading, but some people go for getting the jobs. And once they get a job, normally people buy the house, right? Obviously, cars, that is the basic need here in Canada. So once people have this one, what happens is they start paying the mortgage, they start paying the monthly for the car, and they stop. Okay, they stop in middle, and they can't move forward from there. So let me tell you something. The topic for today is we need to understand, we all need to understand this thing that when we work, what type of job we are doing. Okay, so this picture, this graph will help you to understand. Okay, there is two type of work here. One is you go and you put the time. Okay, so let's say you put 1 hour. This is 2023, right? They give, for example, $25 per hour. In 2030, also, when you put 1 hour, they give, let's say you get promoted and get $50 per hour. But what about in 2031? If you don't put any hour, how much money you gonna get? No hour, no money. So this is the one type of task we are doing in our life. We literally trading the time for the money. Then the second thing is, let's see in this graph, is right now you are putting the time and this is the money. So look at here, this is, I'm referring to the business, the franchise business, any business. At the initial time, this is 2023, you need to put lots of time, but less dollar, because it's the startup business. You need to put lots of time, effort, money, energy. But down the road, what happened is, let's say 2030, you put lesser and lesser and lesser time, but more and more and more and more money. One day, what happened? You didn't put any dollar, but you still get chunk of the money. Now, money follows you. Here, money follow the time. You put a time, money is there. No time, no money. So, right side or left side. So wherever you are, whatever we are doing, when we reach to the second stages of the life, once we have basic stuff like basic house, basic cars, whatever, then we need to think the second step. We need to think that what will happen if I don't go to the work? So let me in today's session. Starting time, yes, we need job, we need everything, we need to get a basic settlement here. After that, we need to shift our brain mindset that how I can achieve or reach on that goal. Or we need to start thinking how I can get that job, how I can raise my income, how I can be the manager, how I can be the area manager, how I can be the general manager. So we always need to think what is next, how I can achieve that. What are the ingredients he have, what I don't have, and how I can improve myself. So I'll end today's session with these questions. How much money will you get if you don't go to the work tomorrow? How much money will you get if you don't go to the work tomorrow? Do you have any vehicles? Do you have any plans, strategy? If not, let's start thinking from today. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. We will see you next Monday. Have a wonderful week.